The G20 is a global forum which is extremely important for financial cooperation around the world. It has, as the name would suggest, 20 members from throughout the world, with some of the largest GDPs globally. Indeed, its members consist of 80% of the world's GDP, also with 60% of the population and 75% of all trade globally. It was founded in 1999, not long after the Asian financial crisis, at the time to unite central banks and bankers from around the world, which has developed into its main aim to achieve global economic stability. At the time, it was only the G7, but soon became the G8 and then the G20 soon after. In 2008, due to the banking crisis, it was changed to include the heads of state and governments of the members. Its main goals are centered around providing economic sustainability and stability for the future, to reduce the risks of, for example, future financial crises by introducing financial regulations and other similar measures.
The G20 is one of the most powerful organisations in the world, and with the 20 richest nations the world has ever known, they have a huge influence on global trade, laws and climate change. They have done many things to show this power. The G20, despite making many promises on what they will accomplish, as of yet, not much has been achieved. Since 2009, $382 billion was being paid to subsidise oil costs, with the goal to drastically reduce carbon emissions by 2020, with little effect. However, in the 2019 Osaka summit, they have made significant progress regarding the third world development, social and security issues, but have failed at their main goal to combat climate change. Despite all countries vowing to stick to the Paris Agreement and keep global warming below 1.5 degrees by 2100, unfortunately, none are on track to do so.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Hugo Woodcock, and thank you for listening to my section of why the G20 is an important superpower. When considering if a country or a group of countries is a superpower or not, there are many factors that go into it. It is based on military power, cultural power, economic power, and the geography. For example, the land size, the amount of resources, and the population, etc. Firstly, 6 of the 20 countries in the G20 do have nuclear power, and the top 9 spending countries on their military in 2019 from all over the globe are all in the G20. So they are definitely prepared for any inconvenience. In addition, many of the countries in the G20 do have very influential governments and are very persuasive. There are some very rich countries on earth, so they won't let things get in their way. Lastly, the geography of the G20 is key. Over a quarter of its countries are in Europe, and many more are westernised or in a large part of another continent. In conclusion, the G20 is most certainly an upcoming superpower, as every country has an incredibly strong military, each spending billions of dollars. They also have very powerful and influential governments that have power over many minority countries and that are based all over the world, showing a dominance across every dominant.
Firstly, one of the 5 columns of the superpower is military. The G20 has a massive military influence over the world, as it has India, world's largest military spender, USA, the world's second largest military, and one of the most powerful, and the UK, one of the most powerful navy and very still powerful military. Then it has the cultural aspect with India, one of the world's largest population, the second largest population in the world. Also, USA, the 5th largest population, I think. And UK, another massive country with a lot of ethnicities, and also Australia. That's not that populated, but still has a lot of ethnicities, along with New Zealand. Then we have the political aspect with the USA, one of the world's most powerful governments, along with the UK, and along with Brazil, with one of the world's, it's what South America controls quite a lot of trade, it influences a lot of trade, and it could be considered as the largest superpower in South America. Then we have the political aspect, which is the USA, as we said, the world's one of the world's largest. It has a very large government which influences a lot of the trade, and also the UK, a lot of trade in Europe along with Germany, and Oceania, New Zealand and Australia, two massive superpowers there, and Brazil influence a lot of the trade there.
Thanks for listening to us all, and enjoy it.